Red Bull Megaloop 2025 was absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah.
Okay, passports and cars.
How are we feeling?
Good, emotional day nonetheless. Saying goodbye to a dear friend, but on the positive side, we're on the way to Megaloop Challenge to fly that flag high. But you're gonna have to take over now because when I travel, people just do shit for me and I get lost in airports. Have your passport here.
I'm done.
Here we
That's
go.
what I came back to. But my first head home.
Quite important, eh? To be honest with you, when I got on the plane, it didn't set in just yet that I was, coming over here for this huge storm and this huge competition. Good. We just landed in Amsterdam. We went through passport control and we're just going to fetch our bags now. Hello, Tim. Lovely to see you. I can't wait to give you the biggest hug ever. I think when I got to Tebow's house the day before and found all of the gear, then it kind of set in that I was like, okay, now we're here for war and we're here for a battle.
Are you just ahead of them, eh?
Yeah, I was like, I saw 50 knots on the forecast, but I was in Brazil. So then I was like, fuck, if they call green light and I'm in Brazil, I'm like, I will make it maybe the day before. So then I was like, okay, I'll just go now, and worst case, I'm training here.
Yeah.
They say the water is way warm than the weather, so I hope it's true. And I can go with my bikini.
This happens like twice or once in the 2 years, or yeah, this doesn't happen much. Sun and 40 knots, doesn't happen much.
But honestly, I was hot in my 4.3. I was like, I need 3.2. The water's warm.
Normally, if we were going for like a 50-knot session, we would obviously have beers the night before.
Have a little, yes.
So just because it's Megaloop challenge, even before the session. A little bit of Dutch courage, baby. Ciao, team. See you tomorrow.
I mean, the Red Bull Megaloop is one of the gnarliest, windiest events on the calendar.
The most extreme PR event?
I think it's more what is truly kiteboarding.
The Megaloop suits me the most. I mean, being this the first year where they've kind of put this restriction on the line length.
Stormy, rainy, and yeah.
The conditions in the ocean, I would almost describe it like a washing machine.
Every 5 minutes it changes. You go from sunshine to rain, howling rain, proper winds, messy kickers. It's just everything that comes together that makes it very tough to ride in.
So, getting there I was quite relaxed. And then, I don't know, just this huge wave of emotions hit me.
We lost a brother, and today the only right thing that we can do is send it to the max in the name of Graham. So please, all send it for Graham today. He was a very dear friend of ours.
I wasn't 100% focused on coming here. It was actually, still the day before coming. I was not sure if I was gonna come. Obviously losing a good friend a couple of days ago, and then having this mad rush of flying from South Africa to the Netherlands, it didn't kind of sit well with me. Spoke to a couple of people, spoke to the people closest to me, and they just said, whatever you do is just go there, send it, hold your head high, keep flying Graham's flag high.
Motherfucking pirates, baby! Pirates, baby!
Oh man, without Graham, I 100% wouldn't be sitting here at the moment. Graham was the one who took, the first leap on me. I think a lot of people kind of doubted his thoughts and bringing me into the karting world as a professional, if you could say. But yeah, like I said, without him, I wouldn't be sitting here. He really pushed me, showed me how to navigate this difficult industry. It's not as straightforward as everyone thinks it is. So yeah, forever grateful for that legend. something wasn't sitting right in my head. You know, I kind of felt guilty that I was here pushing the limit after losing a good friend. You know, there was all these, you know, emotions going through my head, and yeah, it wasn't feeling the greatest. Then I picked up my phone and phoned the only one that I normally phone in these situations, my dad, and he just said, you know, hold your head up high, whatever happens, happens. You know, you've just lost a friend at the end of the day. There's bigger things in life than losing these heats, you know. So, you know, after that conversation, it kind of settled my mind a bit, and then I was able to, you know, go into that round 2 heat, even though I lost, but with like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. I was able to land all my tricks, ride comfortably, and actually have fun out there. You know, often I put a lot of pressure on myself when it comes to these things, and I think that was the first time I was able to, you know, ride for myself, ride for, you know, not to win.
Red Bull Megaloop day for me was insane. We was the first ones to get to the spot. I woke up really early and I felt the jet lag really getting on me. And we went to the water like 7 a.m. and I tried the first time the 80-meter lines, and I thought like I cannot compete with that. And yeah, I had to change all my game plan. And then we had the first heats, and I was looking to the riders, and they was doing everything different. They was doing straight kite loops, just kite loop laid backs, and I was with a game plan to do like quadruples, fronts and whatever, but I had to do something different. And then yeah, I had my first heat, wasn't that good, and then in my second heat was really close. I was putting all the work on, but unfortunately I lost on the second round. And then yeah, I was just obsessed in the whole day. Yeah, it was really hard for me, man. Yeah, no one actually see how hard it was for me to be where I am today. I forgot how many times I tried to give up, you know. How many times I saw and was like, this is impossible, I cannot do it. I'm just a kid, a poor kid in Brazil trying to do one trick. And today I have everything I want. I say to everyone in my tower is, even if it's hard, never give up, because the hard moments is gonna make you strong. And even if the walk is long and the road is long, when you're in the top of the mountain, it's beautiful. When you see all the way, all the work you did. And for me to come, first time I came to Europe, I saw every kid with a new gear. And to look at me, 15 years old Brazilian kid that just had nothing in my life. I have nothing, man. I don't know. Every moment I didn't eat because I wanted to be in the water. Every time I lost school, escaped school to be in the water, because I knew all the work I'm gonna do would pay it off, and it pays off. I'm here today. The only thing I want is to be the champion, and no matter how long it takes, one day I'm gonna be the champion. Good, man. That was good. I almost cried here.
Yeah, you almost got me crying.
Oh, her helmet got blown up. I think she's hurt her ribs. Oh, boogie loop. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that.
Well, it's been like a bit of a roller coaster. Yeah, I was really happy to be, you know, part of it, everything. The conditions were exactly what I love. And yeah, I just took a big stack, kind of. Then after that, I wasn't really with it, I had to say. I didn't really know what was going on. So then the tricks I did afterwards, you know, weren't so good. And then, yeah, I didn't get to where I wanted to, but, you know, I'm still happy with everything, and I guess there's just more to come. Yeah, I would have obviously liked to have gone way further. I'm annoyed that I didn't make it to the podium, but to be honest, I was like, you know what, at least I'm alive and my bones aren't broken. And you know, there's gonna be more events, and I'm only gonna work harder for those, and it's gonna push me to do those better and train. So I'm not too annoyed about it, and I did feel a bit of pressure, but yeah, I'm alright.
So first thing I want to say, which is very important, you are never safe. So if there's 1 minute left and you're first, you are never safe, because someone could pull out a huge trick last minute and win because you only need one trick. You understand? So you're constantly under edge, which makes it incredibly intense.
So in most competitions, a rider has to show their skills in different types of ways. So they need to be technical, they need to do multiple different types of tricks. They can't repeat themselves too much. They need to be aware of their 3 highest scores and then their impression score and a multitude of things, where in the Megaloop it's all or nothing for the one single trick. So you can basically win the event literally in the last second by just going the highest and putting your kite the lowest, while still trying to combine it with technical with a technical trick. So it's really unique that you have this event, because you never know during the whole heat who's going to win, where some other competitions you get sort of an idea within the first few minutes on who is dominating, and here you're just, anything can happen.
Being with Cohan on the beach is amazing. There's always a lot going on with him, and his energy is always super high. He's got a lot of confidence, and he knows what he can do. And those first rounds for him, those first heats for him are a must win. He really wants to take those. Be on the beach with him, see that fire inside his eyes, it's super cool.
So basically in my heat I was just really trying to find the perfect kicker and a good takeoff, and it was like this kicker just showed up out of nowhere, and I was like, I have to take this one. And at the same time as I felt that I was taking the kicker, I felt a gust.
Here's a massive Boogaloo from Nathalie. Wow, that is gonna better her score for sure. She must be so stoked.
Before I even pulled the kite, that this was gonna be the one. Somehow I just felt it in me, like this was gonna be a good score, and I mean, I just claimed it a bit too much maybe, but I was so happy. Like, I felt like this is gonna be a good score, this gives me the chance to really push through and maybe go to the final. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Cohan and Dijk made his way to the final.
I really like the mindset Nathalie had during the event. Just before the final, we put up the 7 and we put up the 6 just to try and feel how the wind was. And the wind definitely picked up compared to her first heat. But she came to me and she said, like, okay, if I can hold my 7, I'm gonna grab my 7 and I'm just gonna go as big as possible.
My emotions during the final, I was super happy to be there. But now that I was there, I wanted to go for the win. And basically I was gonna go all out, and that's why I did choose a 7 instead of a 6 meter.
And I think that we have girls now who have that mentality and are able to do things like this in those kind of conditions really show where women's kiteboarding has gone.
The day just went so well. It flew to the finals, let's say. Yeah, I really logged into it. I'm not gonna say it felt effortless, but you know, when it feels right and when it all comes together, yeah, it's just an amazing moment to feel how everybody was so ready to help me and supportive of me. really make me feel strong.
I'm super proud of the team. I think we did super well. Of course, we got a double podium at the Megaloop with both Cohan and Nathalie. But yeah, I just don't like to lose. Of course, we want to be. We are a major brand, and we want to be on the top of the podium every time. And I'm sure the riders and also we as a team are going to push even harder. So when we're in Cape Town, they'll be on top of the podium.
Well, a warm and windy welcome to all of you from around the globe to the 2025 Red Bull King of the Air.
Not too shabby, but I know I can win.